Good morning. It's the 5th of September. I'm in the garden of my cousins outside of London in Beaconsfield after attending the kickstart with Torben now in Edmonton. The last video I made was in the garden of my cousins outside of Johannesburg, so maybe there's a pattern here. Anyway, there's a couple of things I wanted to share after having sort of just digested the whole thing. And the first thing is that it was wonderful to have the opportunity now to lead a team out onto the streets, to meet people, to do healing, to talk to them, share the gospel, plant seeds of thought and so on and so forth, and to see how specifically how people could, how those that I led out could just overcome the shyness of talking to people. And there were many questions, how do you say this, how can you start that? So I found I was giving lots of examples, and that was really amazing. So as I was led out in the team down in Witbank, then it was the same here, and you can just see how it's growing, for myself. The other thing, this was I knew before I came here that I would have the opportunity, or I wanted to share this testimony of how I experienced my first baptism and then got properly baptized, and the difference between those. I didn't know how it would happen, but anyway, I wanted to thank Torben. I saw there was an opportunity to go and thank Torben for his video and explain how it really helped me and what happened. And then he asked me if I could share, so I did that, and clearly it helped a number of people, because as soon as I sat down again, the one man just tapped me on the shoulder and said, that he really needed to hear this, because he was also in doubt, and this was a great encouragement. And then I heard the same thing from a number of people, and then during the baptism, when we were all out in the courtyard, I was specifically helping about five guys who were really struggling in different ways, and it was very interesting to see how this struggle was first how it was manifesting, and then because it was a bit different from person to person, and how this was overcome. In particular, there's one man, I forget names now, so if you're watching this, I apologize because I forget the names in all the excitement. But he was walking around, and he looked very troubled in his face, and we spoke to him, and he said, I should be feeling joy here, watching what's going on, and but I don't. I feel all this something churning inside me, and I think he even said that he felt something he would really want to leave. Someone started praying, and I joined in, and for deliverance, and he said he felt like he wanted to vomit. So something was going on, but inside me I sensed this is not right, this is not going to work, and I could sort of hear the word baptism all the time, and ask him about his baptism. So I did, and he told us, and it transpired that he was in a church that he said had a very strange spirit, and he also said, among all the talk, this kind of slipped out. He said, I knew there was something wrong about it immediately afterwards, something like that, and so I sort of caught that, and we came and then led the conversation back to this, and to try and dig out what was missing, what was wrong, and in the end he got baptized. But I have to say that whilst he was standing waiting, he looked terrified, and then afterwards he was a completely different person. He looked 10 years younger. It was really incredible, and others said that to him as well. He really looked so different, so free. So that this I want to just share, because I believe that those of us, and there are many obviously, who have been baptized previously, we thought we were baptized, we thought it was done properly. We're now coming to the realization that it wasn't, that something was wrong, something was missing. It was done with the wrong intention, wrong motive, we share our testimonies. We share our testimonies with others and tell them about the difference. Because clearly this awakens something in those who are in doubt. And so I think this. There's one thing I've noticed, that we can ask questions, not just have you been baptized in water, but how did it happen? In my case, how was I baptized? Well, it was recommended, and I just said sure, I'll hang along. Well, that's obviously not right. This is you don't sign a check for $1,000 or something just because someone else recommends you do so. Then you're a fool, and I was a fool in that sense. So and then if people are saying, I sensed that something was wrong, as this man did, or as another man said, yeah, I got baptized, but me and my girlfriend, we just continued to live as we did before. There was no change. There was no sense of change. These kind of control questions, we should do a little deeper analysis, I believe, in order to help to make it clear. And if everything's fine, then we've done the check. That's okay. But if something needs to be revealed, then it will come out. So that's what I want to do. I just encourage people, come to these kickstarts. Really, come to these kickstarts. It's apart from being great fun, it's incredibly. It's just incredible. I can't use any other word. And also then just share these testimonies. So anyway, that's what I want to say. I'm looking forward to the next whatever happens now. So, as Peter says, to be continued.